Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of February 9th, 2026. Promises, peril, and passion under a Valentine's moon. Salem is about to be hit by a wave of change so seismic, it will make the collapse of the Horton Town Square Clock Tower look like a minor hiccup. As the week of February 9th, 2026 unfolds on Days of Our Lives, the town cloaks itself in the deceptive pinks and reds of Valentine's Day. But beneath the heart-shaped facade lies a cauldron of secrets, betrayals, and life-altering decisions. This isn't just a week of soapy romance. It's a narrative pivot point, promising to reroute destinies and redefine relationships in ways fans have only speculated about on message boards. The epicenter of this upheaval is, without a doubt, the long-anticipated reunion of Bo Brady and Hope Williams. Their story, spanning decades of fancy-face endearments, ISA missions, and beyond-the-veil connections, reaches a crescendo that is anything than quiet. Spoilers indicate their reunion is not a private, tearful moment in a garden. Instead, it triggers a chain reaction that reverberates through the entire Brady and Di Mera clans. Stefano Di Mera's legendary master plan is hinted to have contingencies even for this, with whispers that Bo's return is inexplicably tied to a dormant clause in Di Mera Enterprises' bylaws, putting EJ and Johnny on high alert. Meanwhile, Chara and Sean, grappling with the reality of a father they thought lost, find their own marriages under unexpected strain as the ghost of the past reshapes their present. But the changes aren't confined to the super couple. Over at the hospital, a medical mystery takes a shocking turn. Trip Johnson and Jude Brady's ongoing paternity saga, which has already ensnared Eric, Nicole, and Sloan, is set for a resolution that one insider describes as legally and ethically explosive. New DNA evidence comes to light, not from a forgotten test, but from a wholly unexpected source with a vested interest in the outcome. This revelation doesn't just assign parentage. It threatens to unravel adoptions, dissolve marriages, and could potentially land a beloved character in handcuffs for fraud. The fallout promises to leave the Brady/Di Mera/Horton baby circuit forever altered. Valentine's Day in Salem, of course, is less about candlelit dinners and more about clandestine meetings and deadly misunderstandings. Xander Cook and Sarah Horton, finally embracing their happiness, plan a romantic evening that is brutally interrupted by a figure from Victor Kiriakis' past. This isn't a friendly ghost. It's a very alive, very vengeful business rival who believes Xander is sitting in a chair that's rightfully his. Their romantic idol becomes a fight for survival, forcing Xander to confront whether he can protect his family without losing the soul he's worked so hard to reclaim. Meanwhile, Leo Stark, never one to let a holiday pass without drama, launches what he dubs Operation Cupid's Grenade. His target? The stubbornly unresolved tension between Sonny Kiriakis and a returning Will Horton. Leo's scheme, involving forged love letters, a strategically canceled flight, and a reservation at La Trattoria under a pseudonym, predictably goes hilariously, disastrously awry. Instead of bringing the ex-husbands together, it accidentally entangles Chad and Everett, leading to a confrontation at the town square fountain that is part argument, part farce, and surprisingly charged with a chemistry no one saw coming. The week's most haunting thread, however, belongs to Marlena Evans' legacy. Paulina Price, still recovering from her health crisis, begins experiencing vivid, terrifying visions that bear the unsettling signature of Marlena's past tormentors. Is Paulina suffering from psychological trauma, or is this the first sign of a supernatural force, perhaps a disciple of Orpheus or the devil himself, making a new play for Salem's soul? Abe, fiercely protective, turns to the one person he believes can understand, John Black. Their team-up, a powerful reminder of Salem's old guard, suggests that the battle for the town's future may require wisdom from its most seasoned veterans. In lesser hands, this pileup of plots might feel chaotic, but the spoilers suggest a masterful interweaving where the romantic, the criminal, and the supernatural are all strands of the same rope pulling Salem into a new era. The big changes promised aren't just plot points. They feel like a deliberate shift in the show's DNA. The return of a legacy character like Bo is being used not for nostalgia alone, but as a catalyst to challenge the next generation. The baby storyline is pushing beyond typical soap opera amnesia into complex legal and moral territory. Even the Valentine's soapiness is laced with genuine peril and laugh-out-loud comedy, showcasing the full tonal range that has kept the show alive for 6 decades. As the sun sets on Valentine's Day in Salem, expect not just one couple at the center of a rose-petaled scene, but multiple characters standing at personal crossroads. Promises will be made under duress, some meant to be broken. Engagements might be announced, but with a glint of uncertainty in the eye. And at least one character will make a choice in the name of love that will have the entire town gasping, setting the stage for a spring filled with vengeance, revelation, and rebirth. The week of February 9th, 2026, on Days of Our Lives, is more than just a collection of spoilers. It's a promise that even in a town where death is rarely permanent and love is always complicated, the stories can still surprise, thrill, and evolve. The heart of Salem is still beating, and this Valentine's week, it's pounding with the thrilling, terrifying, and utterly captivating rhythm of big change.